From the Samsung Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
Say it ain't snow. An early storm could bring as much as 7 inches to our area. Could it be the season's first nor'easter? If it is, Greater Hazleton is ready for the flakes to fall. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Nikki Kreis. Greater Hazleton is under a winter storm watch. That's because 3 to 7 inches of snow is expected to fall tomorrow morning. It's only the end of October, but it's not uncommon to see some snow this time of the year. But this weekend, we might be seeing a lot of it. Crews at the Hazleton City Garage have all the plow trucks ready to tackle the first flakes. Forecasters are predicting heavy, wet snow starting early tomorrow morning and lasting throughout the evening. News 13 found city workers getting everything ready for today. Foreman Frank Vito says out of the city's 13 plows, 10 are ready to hit the streets and the other 3 will be on standby.
It definitely caught us off guard a little bit. Last night they were only calling for flurries. Then to see a winter storm watch for Saturday, that definitely caught us off guard. But we are ready. Most of our equipment just needs servicing, but everything's always usually ready and in plowable condition.
We also found workers in Hazel Township driving the plow trucks out of the garage. All of the equipment was checked to make sure it's working properly. We also noticed salt in the salt shed. There's a good supply in case crews need it. As soon as the first flakes hit the ground, these trucks will be out clearing our roads and streets. As I said, forecasters are predicting anywhere from 3 to 7 inches, more obviously in the higher elevations. The snow may cause slippery roads and could pull down trees and power lines, resulting in outages. Take a look outside late this afternoon on Broad Street. Nothing yet. It was just a very cold day. The snow is not expected to fall until the morning, and it will taper off to flurries by tomorrow night. We were reminded that winter is on the way yesterday when the rain turned into a mix of snow. While the snow left a light coating on some vehicles, there was nothing on the ground. But there will be some soon enough, which doesn't make me too happy. Taking a look at the next 24 hours, we see increasing clouds tonight with a calm wind. It's getting really cold out there, a low of 29 degrees. And tomorrow, the dreaded 4-letter snow word, 3 to 7 inches possible, a high of about 34 degrees. Municipalities are already putting snow bans into effect. Snow ban signs are not up yet in the city of Hazleton because crews are in the middle of changing them. But all residents are being asked to follow the ban. It is in effect until further notice. The snow ban will be on the south and west sides of the street, so you are being asked to not park on these sides. The borough of West Hazleton is also putting its snow ban into effect tomorrow morning, along with Weatherly, whose ban will go into effect tonight at 7 o'clock. Freeland officials want to remind residents about the snow parking ban, too, for the upcoming winter season. We are told that the ordinance will be enforced by fines or towing, and warnings will not be given out. Officials say it all goes into effect during any snow or ice storm when 2 or more inches are predicted. There's no parking on Center Street from 2 until 7 in the morning. On all other streets, vehicles are to be parked on the alternate side of the street according to the day of the month, meaning on an odd-numbered day, vehicles should be parked on the side with the even house numbers. We have one postponement from the folks at Christ Lutheran Church. The orchestra concert that was scheduled for Saturday at 7:30 has been moved to Sunday evening at 7:30. Earlier this month, we here at News 13, SSP TV, and the Standard Speaker asked you to help us share the warmth. And boy, did you ever. Take a look at all of these winter coats, and that's just a portion of them. The 2 media partners came together to collect winter coats for Catholic Social Services Material Assistance Program. Hundreds and hundreds of warm winter jackets were donated, making the first annual event a huge success.
We understood that there were people in need in the area, especially after some of the stuff that happened with the flooding, and we certainly wanted to step up here and help people who were in need of coats for the winter.
And when we started the program off to share the warmth, we asked the people to respond. Everybody has a spare coat, of course, and they responded. And through our media partners here at the Standard Speaker, we're able to get such a huge success. And all I can say is thank everyone for doing that. You make a lot of people warm this winter. a lot of people who are needy. We're serving the needy folks, not the greedy, and those are the kind response that we got from you. We appreciate that very much.
It's incredible because actually we're counting at least 800 coats to date that have been collected. So it's really, you know, and then the whole name of the campaign itself, it really brings about a true sense of warmth for individuals and families, helping them during these tough times as well.
If you haven't donated your new or gently used winter coat yet, there's still time. The Share the Warmth drive lasts until Monday. Snow showers set the mood for a kickoff of a holiday fundraising event for Toys for Tots. Anyone who brought a new unwrapped gift was invited to attend the Hollywood Sports Bar. The place was packed with people who want to make sure all kids have gifts for Christmas. Our Janine Mazurkevich hosted the event for Making a Difference with Kira Lee as the entertainment. Every year, Toys for Tots works with several local charities to fill the Christmas lists of children. The United States Marines were happy with the head start that Making a Difference provided them with this time around.
Oh, this is fantastic. Every little bit helps. And to do something like this, to really kick the program off, is really a good shot in the arm to start.
I think that this event is great. You know, I think it's really great, you know, giving kids a chance to have something on Christmas when they're unfortunate. You know what I mean? I know when I was younger how much Christmas meant to me to wake up every morning, or Christmas morning, with a toy. So I'm just hoping that, you know, kids could benefit the same way.
Special thanks to Howard's Jewelers for donating a Pandora bracelet and to Treasure Hunt, which donated presents for girls in their teens. Toys for Tots helps close to 2,000 local children each year. Next week, look for Toys for Tots containers in area businesses for the official kickoff of the event. The response was so overwhelming at Thursday's Making a Difference event that Janine has decided to make Samsung Productions a drop-off point for toys and monetary donations. Checks can be made payable to Toys for Tots. Speaking of Christmas, an upcoming event is sure to put the kids in the holiday spirit. Folks from the Hazleton Little League met today with city officials and State Representative Tara Toohill to kick off a project called A Magical Christmas. The event is going to be a special magic show with a Las Vegas-style magician and lots of presents and surprises just in time for the holidays. Mark your calendars for Saturday, December 3rd at the Hazleton Area High School Auditorium.
Well, we'll have locations throughout the city where they'll be selling tickets. But the one feature that we say is the tickets are $10 each, one adult and 2 children. So it's a family event right from the get-go.
The Hazleton Little League has always been a big part of this community, and we're very, very excited to have a big community event. It's going to be a magic show. It's going to be a world-class event for the kids in this area.
Folks from the Little League say the event is going to be a fundraiser to help them restore the press box, the field, and to make other improvements. Stay tuned. There's much more to come tonight here on your community news station. It was parade day in many of the local schools. Kids got all decked out in their Halloween finest. News 13 has your full recap of all the action. And the high school students weren't dressed up, but one of them won a car today. We'll tell you more in just a few.
Stay tuned for great local programming all night long right here on SSP TV. From 7 to 9, catch every broadcast of the Hazleton Area School Board Candidates Debate. 9 o'clock is an episode of the Sam LaSan Show where Sam talks with DA Jackie Musto-Carroll, and at 9:30 is the Dr. Mead Show. Join Dr. Mead as he shows you how to live a healthy lifestyle. Don't forget about their broadcasts of our news at 6, 10, and 11:30, and thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station.
It's time for the Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. The Rum Diary stars Johnny Depp as an American journalist during the 1950s. As he lives in Puerto Rico, he struggles to find a balance between island culture and the people who live there. In Time features Justin Timberlake. It's set in the future where people stop aging at 25 and only live for one more year after that. Puss in Boots is a movie about the infamous Shrek character. The sword-fighting cat is voiced by Antonio Banderas. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
You're watching News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Check out the newly designed Chrysler 200, or how about the two-door Jeep Wrangler or four-door Unlimited? Jeep Patriot is named Best Price SUV in America. Jeep Grand Cherokee styling is second to none. Jeep Compass named Top 10 fuel-efficient SUV with sophisticated styling. It's Ram commercial truck season. Get what you deserve: power, performance, and a Dodge Ram. How about Dodge Journey? Seat 7 with four-wheel drive, a winning combination. Dodge Durango, let the towing begin. Best in class, up to 7,400-pound capability. It's all-American Tamaqua.
Did you know every day is Earth Day at Harry's U Poulet Auto Parts? Harry's U Poulet pays you top dollar for your used vehicle. All vehicles are environmentally recycled, and then the parts are sold at unbelievable low prices. Call us for more details at 459-9901 or visit us on the web at wegotused.com.
Candidate for Magisterial District Judge James Jamie Dixon is inviting you to a fundraiser brunch Saturday, November 5th. The brunch will be held at Genetti's Best Western from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tickets are just $30 and can be purchased in advance or at the door. For more information, call 570-861-4860 or check out www.dixonformagistrate.com.
Here's what's happening at the Hollywood Diner this week. Thursday, the big event for Toys for Tots. Making a Difference invites you to bring a new unwrapped gift for a child. Receive free food and free entertainment by Kara Lee and Brandon Rice. And also a chance to win a Pandora bracelet from Howard's. That's 7 to 10 on Thursday. And Friday, celebrate Halloween at Hollywood. The party gets underway at 9 p.m. with Ostrich Hat. Come to the Hollywood Diner where everyone is treated like a star.
Officials at Hazleton Area High School got the news they were hoping for. The district will continue to issue diplomas with accreditation and distinction. A Middle States evaluation or review is done every 7 years. The result was announced today in front of faculty and administration. Officials from the Middle States validation team say in terms of accreditation, it's a good school.
We came in here, as we say, we lift the carpets, we look around the corners, we investigate everything. And in all areas, I think the respect that the students, the community, the administration have for the principal and his administrative team is where it starts. But we heard the same thing from the students. We heard the same thing from everybody. This is a school that respects each other. And I think there's a lot of potential in this place to actually become a wonderful hub and a center, perhaps, of the Hazleton community in the future.
I knew this was going to happen. We knew that we were up to the caliber that we needed to be accredited, but of course we were very relieved.
It just goes to show everyone how hard our teachers here at Hazleton Area High School work, how dedicated they are to the students. What a great group of students we have. We wouldn't trade these students for any students in the world. And our teachers do work hard. And it's not an easy place to be. We have many students here. We offer a great many deal of courses. And they're rigorous courses at that, and yet they're here every single day. They're dedicated, and they care very, very much for the students, for this community, and I think today absolutely shows that.
Kudos to Hazleton Area High School. Administrators in the district tell us this was a very involved process that took 2.5 years to complete.
Lucky winner of the car is Tiffany Miranda.
Yep, you heard that right. One lucky student walked, or should I say drove away with a new car this afternoon. Each year, the Greater Hazleton Auto Trades Association gives one lucky student a new car for performing well on the PSSA test.
The Greater Hazleton Auto Trades Association has gotten together, and this is kind of our annual thing to inspire kids to do better on the tests.
It's a program designed to give students an incentive to work hard in school. Before the lucky student's name was announced, the cheerleaders and the Cougar Marching Band performed. So who was the student that won the shiny blue car? Tiffany Miranda was the lucky winner of the 2003 Mazda. Congratulations, Tiffany, and I have to say I'm pretty jealous. The curtain went up this past weekend for the very first time at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center at the Hazleton Elementary Middle School. And today, the finishing touch was added to the auditorium. Folks from the board of directors hung a portrait of Alice C. Wiltsey inside the auditorium today. We are told that Wiltsey taught in the building for many years and was very active in the Art League.
This would please her very much. It was given by the money for the naming rights, and the money for the portrait, as a matter of fact, was given by her nephew, Alan Wurst. He lived with her for a number of years. He graduated from Hazleton High School, and he has always maintained a very soft spot for the Hazleton area. He comes back for class reunions. He comes back on occasion just to visit a place where he was happy for a couple of years of his life. He was here this past weekend and was thrilled at everything that was done for his aunt.
According to Shano, the portrait came from Texas. It was done when Wiltsey was on her vacation with her sister. It says it shows Alice exactly as she was, a very kind and wonderful woman. Up now on your screen are your winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Daily number 871, Big Four 9871, Quinto 85867, and Treasure Hunt 9, 18, 20, 27, 29.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for making News 13 your #1 local news station. Here's your lineup for Saturday. Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. A happy birthday to Carmen Fiolo. This wish comes from your family, friends, and all of us here at News 13. And a happy birthday to Robert Green. This wish comes from Elaine. And now for tonight's Talk of the Town. The MPB Community Players present The Melody Lingers On, the songs of Irving Berlin. This will be on November 11th and 12th at 7 p.m. at the Trinity Lutheran Church. It will be featuring the popular music of Irving Berlin, and reserved tickets are available. For tickets or more information, please call 570-454-0178. And the American Cancer Society presents the 8th Annual Season of Hope Charity Ball. This will be on Saturday, November 19th from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. at the Valley Country Club. Reservations are required as seating is limited. For reservations, please call 459-1212, extension 339. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 extends our deepest sympathies to the family and friends of these recently departed. Gladys Elizabeth Hebden of drums. Memorial services will be held November 4th at 11 a.m. from the Langhorne United Methodist Church. Eleanor Catherine Sloboda of Cunningham. The arrangements are incomplete and will be announced at a later date. And Bernard P. Zelesnako of Beaver Meadows. The funeral will be on Saturday at 9 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call today from 6 to 8 p.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111.
If you want the area's best selection of beer in cases and kegs, well, you've got it at JoJo's Beverages on the Airport Beltway. All the best brews, no extra charge for cold ones, and over 300 varieties by the cases. We also carry Tom Hicken bottled water and great spring water. Their propane pumping station is now open and running. So when it comes to where you go for your brew, go to JoJo's Beverages, owned and operated by Joe Nemchek, a Nemchek family company. On the Airport Beltway in Hazleton. Open 7 days a week.
What do you value? At King's College, we teach the same values you've taught your children since the day they were born. Here, values are experienced. They are lived. At King's, students learn the values of a lifetime. Join us for our next open house on November 7th by calling 1-888-KINGS-PA or visiting kings.edu.
Well, as we do each Halloween, News 13 did our best this Friday to get to as many school Halloween parades as we possibly could. We found many little ones out in full force, showing off their costumes to classmates and parents. Here's a look at the many ghosts, goblins, princesses, and superheroes who took over Greater Hazleton today. Enjoy. Now that the kiddos are wearing their costumes, make sure you snap a picture of yourself or your children, even your pets, and then email them to News 13 so we can show off your costume right here live at 5 throughout the next week. Just send pics to Kristen at ssptv.com, or you can just tag News 13 SSPTV on our Facebook page. Please include the names of those in the picture. Have fun dressing up, and I'm sure you will all find lots of tricks and no treats. That does it for News 13 Live at 5. Check us out at ssptv.com for more news and information around Greater Hazleton. The Standard Speaker online is where you can find breaking news as it happens throughout the day and night. And don't forget to friend us on Facebook. There's more to come tonight live at 5:30. We'll introduce you to one local family that is turning personal tragedy into a very important lesson for others. We'll also have an extended look at the forecast and, of course, sports with Freddie B. Christina D'Amato is coming up in just a few. Stay tuned for the Live at 5:30.
We're having fun this week at Treasure Hunt. We have things for this weekend for Halloween, and also it's going to snow. We can bundle up with great savings. We have men's hats just in time for the cold weather, $2.99. Men's hats and scarf sets, only $4.99, and insulated gloves for the men, up to $7.99. And men, zip up this weekend for just $19.99. Men's suede jackets, just $19.99. New arrivals for the girls, only $6.99. Lots of outerwear, and also we have glove and hat sets for boys and girls, just $3.99. Also, a new arrival for the men. We have these hoodies, they're just $8.99. Stop by Treasure Hunt this weekend. It's going to be a cold one. Bundle up with savings here at Treasure Hunt. We'll see you next week.
Fred Parentoni is a family man and very responsible. He cares about people, truly cares.
I'm voting for Fred Parentoni for judge because he's honest and compassionate. He's exactly what this county needs.
Fred has a genuine interest in seeing our county move forward. He isn't afraid to stand up to adversity.
I'm Fred Parentoni. I will work to keep our community safe, to keep you safe.
Vote Fred Parentoni for Judge of Luzerne County.
Savings of the Green Sale event is now in progress. Experience tomorrow's technology today with Earthwise vinyl windows and doors installed by Just Windows and much, much more. Saving energy daily translates into saving money. And saving Mother Earth for tomorrow's generations of homeowners is priceless. So take the leap to more eco-friendly homes with an environmentally friendly windows and doors from Just Windows and much, much more.
Ashley, you forgot about free estimates.
Come on, man. Call today for a free estimate. Tell them Ashley sent you.
Vote for the ticket that is making a difference in Hazleton. Joe Yanuzzi and Evelyn Graham. 5 more police officers on our streets, protecting residents. Surveillance cameras, making Hazleton a safer environment. More code enforcement and health code officers responding to citizens' complaints. On November 8th, vote Joe Yanuzzi for mayor and Evelyn Graham for city council. The team that is making a difference.
J-Bell, a trusted name in jewelry since 1916. J-Bell's hand-finished jewelry is among the finest made in the United States. The secret to J-Bell's success and quality is our state-of-the-art die-striking process, backed by skilled craftsmen. As many as 30 different steps may go into a single piece. It's like wearing a work of art. That's why J-Bell is found at only the finest jewelry stores.
Stop by Howard's Jewelers in the Laurel Mall in West Hazleton to see our magnificent collection of J-Bell die-struck engagement rings.
Hard work alone won't put criminals behind bars. It takes a prosecutor. Jackie Musto Carroll, 16,000 convictions in 19 years. She personally got 16 murder verdicts, confiscated thousands from drug pushers, and gave the money to cops for bulletproof vests and drug dogs.
I've put murderers, child predators, and drug dealers in jail. Much remains to be done.
Jackie Musto Carroll for DA again.
He's been called a miracle. This little boy may look happy and healthy now, but a few months ago he was in a trauma center fighting for his life. We introduce you to Brady and his parents, who are trying to spread an important message about staying safe inside your home. It's where we begin tonight, live at 5:30.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Christina D'Amato in for Kristen Bazinski. Imagine your child going through a horrific ordeal and then being told he may not survive. That was the reality for one local family earlier this year when their 3-year-old pulled a piece of furniture down and fractured his skull. Luckily, the child has made a full recovery. But the Hazleton family wants to educate others so they don't ever have to go through the same thing. News 13's Nikki Kreis recently spent some time with the Urista family and tells us about a fundraiser they are holding tomorrow.
Brady Urista is an outgoing, happy 3-year-old boy. He likes Michael Jackson, wrestling, and superheroes.
Superman and Batman.
He's fun-loving, he's exciting, he loves to play, he loves his little brother, he loves having a good time. He's an entertainer.
But on May 19th of this year, Michael and Heather Urista weren't sure if their son was going to make it to his 4th birthday.
He pulled down a large tube television on himself. He suffered multiple skull and facial fractures and a subdural hematoma on his brain. He had to be air flighted to Hershey Medical Center.
Brady had fractures around his ears, eyes, forehead, and the back of his skull. Doctors weren't sure if he would survive.
While he was in the hospital, he had a lot of swelling, very black and blue, a lot of tubes and wires hanging out of him. He was on a tube feed. He was unconscious for a couple of days.
You don't know what's going to happen. We didn't know whether he'd be normal, whether he'd live. And just knowing that he's going to be okay. That's the main thing.
Doctors call Brady a miracle. He had to relearn how to walk and do everyday things, but for the most part, he has made a full recovery.
He's had such rapid progress that he was going for outpatient therapy at John Hines, and he met so many of his goals so fast and he progressed so fast that they were able to cut him back to just once a month now.
Many parents know how to cover electrical sockets, but injuries like Brady's happen more than people think. The Urista family has taken steps to prevent it from ever happening again. Every single piece of furniture they have is now secured to the wall.
Toddlers climb over everything. They will climb as soon as you turn your back, and in that instant, something can happen.
There are a lot of fatalities from furniture tip-overs in homes, and it is 100% preventable, and I think that's the message we want to get across.
Brady's family is hosting a 5K run walk this weekend to raise money for his medical bills and to raise awareness about furniture tip-over accidents. The run for Brady will take place at Community Park tomorrow, starting at 10 o'clock. Registration is from 7:30 to 9:30. The cost is $30 for adults 18 and older. There will also be a guest speaker to increase awareness of the dangers inside one's home. And of course, food, games, and a DJ. The Urista family hopes you can come and support the event. You'll not only be helping Brady, you'll be raising awareness about a very important topic. In the community of Hazleton, I'm Nikki Kreis for News 13.
Thank you, Nikki, and what a cute little boy. In other news, the general election is only 11 days away. Folks will be hitting the polls soon, so candidates are spending these remaining days meeting and greeting with voters. Last night, the McAdoo Republicans held a rally for the community to hear from the people whose names will appear on the ballot. Candidates running for McAdoo Council, Klein Township Supervisor, Hazleton Area School Board, and many from the county level like Commissioner, Controller, and Treasurer were all in attendance. The event gave Southside residents the chance to talk to candidates about their plans and goals. News 13 spoke with the Republicans running for commissioner in Schuylkill County.
The other challenge is to keep the youth in Schuylkill County. I often say that Schuylkill County's youth are our most valuable resource. And the more we can do to bring in jobs and good paying jobs to the county, the better. And I often say it's not one entity that brings jobs into the county, it's all of us working together. It's the county commissioners, the legislative delegation, local municipal officials, the educational community, and everyone pulling together. And the more we do that, the better.
Our first challenge is to continue to get good paying jobs with benefits in, to keep our youth here, to keep our people working. It's very important for Schuylkill County.
Tune in next week to News 13. We will have more with other elected officials we talked to last night in McAdoo. Remember, Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th, so make sure you get out and vote. And one big race in the city will be for mayor of Hazleton. 3 candidates will appear on the November 8th election ballot, and they will be facing off in a special debate right here next week. Republican Mayor Joe Yannuzzi, Democrat Grace Kuzo, and independent candidate John Medashevsky will take part in a special Sam Lassant show with SSP TV and the Standard Speaker. The show will air Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. Coming up live at 5:30, say it ain't snow. An early storm could bring as much as 7 inches to our area. Is Greater Hazleton ready for the flakes to fall? Workers were busy testing equipment, checking salt supplies, and making sure the plows are good to go to hit the streets.
You're watching News 13 with Janine Mazurkevich, Kristen Bazinski, Christina D'Amato, and Nikki Grimes.
Espresso macchiato and blueberry scone, about $6. Value meal with large diet, about $6. Matinee without popcorn, about $6. Looking for a $6 bargain? At Burger Mazda Hazleton, you could drive a new Mazda 3 for about $6 a day. A new Mazda 3 for about $6 a day. Did you really need that burger anyway? A new Mazda for only $6 a day at Burger Mazda Hazleton. Test drive a Mazda today.
Hi, I'm Joe Sklarowski. I'm proud of my family's ties to the greater Hazleton area. It's where my wife, Megan Kennedy, and her family were born and raised. It's where our 4 children were born. And it's where we have many friends and family. If elected judge in Luzerne County, I pledge to be a voice for the people of the greater Hazleton area. I respectfully ask for your vote for a judge on November 8th. Thank you.
Osteoporosis is defined as the thinning of bone tissue and the loss of bone density. There are no symptoms in the early stages, but later include lower back pain, neck pain, and stooped posture. Chiropractic care works on relieving symptoms associated with osteoporosis. Call Dr. Joe Bafil at Bafil Family Chiropractic today for a complimentary consultation. 570-788-3737.
When it comes to all of your grocery needs, shop Boyer's Food Markets at 2 locations, 15th Street in Hazleton and South Hancock Street in McAdoo. Here are this week's specials. Every weekend, look in our hot food area for wings, tenders, and other party favorites. Don't forget about our gift cards and our senior citizens discounts. We also have double coupons every day. You can also go to BoyersFood.com for our weekly circular, monthly super specials, and much more. It's all at Boyer's Food Markets in Hazleton and McAdoo.
Some current board members continue to raise your property taxes, while test scores lag behind. It is our responsibility as board members to spend education dollars efficiently and effectively, as well as providing the best education we can, to light a fire of curiosity and eagerness to learn in our children that will carry them through their entire lives. I'm Rocco Formica. Having taught in the Hazleton Area School District for nearly 40 years, I know what it's like on both sides of the desk. On November 8th, please vote Rocco Formica, Hazleton Area School Director.
Hard work alone won't put criminals behind bars. It takes a prosecutor. Jackie Musto Carroll, 16,000 convictions in 19 years. She personally got 16 murder verdicts, confiscated thousands from drug pushers, and gave the money to cops for bulletproof vests and drug dogs.
I've put murderers, child predators, and drug dealers in jail. Much remains to be done.
Jackie Musto Carroll for DA again.
The Luzerne County Interbranch Commission was set up to investigate the Kids for Cash scandal. Here's what they said about District Attorney Musto.
District Attorney Musto Carroll demonstrated no initiative, no interest, or concern with what was occurring in juvenile court.
And DA Musto even argued to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court to not intercede in Luzerne County juvenile court proceedings.
In other words, defending the corrupt judges, not the kids.
And that's experience we can do with that.
Musto must go.
Quote Stephanie Salavantis, DA.
Welcome back. Our media partner, The Standard Speaker, is reporting that a Weatherly area high school student was reportedly killed and 2 schoolmates were injured when the car they were in crashed this afternoon along Wetzel Run Road in Packer Township. According to reports from the scene, the car hit a rock and flipped onto its roof about a mile east of State Route 93. Witnesses say the occupants were trapped beneath the car. State police, who are investigating, have not released the names of those involved or the conditions of those who survived. Read the full story in Saturday's edition of The Standard Speaker. Well, changing gears tonight, Greater Hazleton is under a winter storm watch. That's because 3 to 7 inches of snow is expected to fall tomorrow morning. Crews at the Hazleton City Garage have all of the plow trucks ready to tackle the first flakes. Forecasters are predicting heavy wet snow starting early tomorrow morning and lasting throughout the evening. News 13 found city workers getting everything ready today. Foreman Frank Vito says out of the city's 13 plows, 10 are ready to hit the streets and the other 3 will be on standby. News 13 also found workers in Hazel Township driving the plow trucks out of the garage. We also noticed that salt is in the salt sheds. There's a good supply of it in case crews do need it. Municipalities are already putting snow bans into effect. The city of Hazleton is in effect until further notice. The snow ban will be on the south and west sides of the street, so you are being asked to not park on those sides. The borough of West Hazleton is also putting its snow ban into effect tomorrow morning, along with Weatherly, whose ban will go into effect tonight at 11 o'clock. Forecasters are predicting anywhere from 3 to 7 inches, more obviously in the higher elevations. The snow is not expected to fall until tomorrow morning, and it will taper off to flurries Saturday night. Tonight, right now, taking a look, things remain calm and clear for now. We will see those increasing clouds moving in, bringing the snow, a calm wind, a low of 29 degrees. Very cold tonight, and the snow will start around 5 o'clock in the morning, around less of a half an inch. But as the day moves on Saturday, snow will continue to fall mainly after 9 o'clock in the morning. Again, those snow totals are around 3 to 7 inches for the greater Hazleton area. Saturday night, the snow showers will continue and then tapering off around 7 o'clock with a low around 29 degrees. Sunday, things kind of go back to normal here in Greater Hazleton. The sun will be out shining with a high near 45 degrees, a low of 39. Monday, expect mostly cloudy skies with a high near 44 degrees. And Tuesday, another mostly sunny day with a high near 48. Tonight's weather is sponsored by the Lazy Dog Salon Dog and Cat Grooming. They're located in West Hazleton. Give them a call, 459-0310. Snow showers set the mood for a kickoff of a holiday fundraising event for Toys for Tots. Anyone who brought a new unwrapped gift was invited to attend the Hollywood Sports Bar. The place was packed with people who want to make sure all kids have gifts for Christmas. Our Janine Mazurkevich hosted the event for Making a Difference with Kira Lee as the entertainment. Every year, Toys for Tots works with several local charities to fill the Christmas list of children. The U.S. Marines were happy with the head start that Making a Difference provided them with this time around.
Oh, this is fantastic. Every little bit helps. And to do something like this, to really kick the program off is really a good shot in the arm to start.
I think that this event is great. I think it's really great, giving kids a chance to have something on Christmas when they're unfortunate, you know what I mean? I know when I was younger how much Christmas meant to me to wake up every morning, or Christmas morning, with a toy. So I'm just hoping that, kids could benefit the same way.
Special thanks goes out to Howard's Jewelers for donating a Pandora bracelet and to Treasure Hunt, which donated presents for girls and their teens. Toys for Tots helps close to 2,000 local children each year. Next week, look for Toys for Tots containers in area businesses and for the official kick-off to start. The response was so overwhelming at Thursday's Making a Difference event that Janine has decided to make Sansum Productions a drop-off point for toys and monetary donations. Checks can be made payable to Toys for Tots. Very great fundraiser. Stay tuned for some tricks and treats. Here on News 13, we found hundreds of little ones in their Halloween costumes today. Your parade recap is coming up. But first, I wonder what Freddie B is going to be for Halloween. I'm not sure he's going to tell us, but he has the latest in local sports up next.
It's time for the Movie Minute right here on News 13, your weekly look at what's playing at Regal Cinema 10 just outside the Laurel Mall. The Rum Diary stars Johnny Depp as an American journalist during the 1950s. As he lives in Puerto Rico, he struggles to find a balance between island culture and the people who live there. In Time features Justin Timberlake. It's set in the future where people stop aging at 25 and only live for one more year after that. Puss in Boots is a movie about the infamous Shrek character. The sword-fighting cat is voiced by Antonio Banderas. For showtimes, call Regal Cinema 10 at 450-7454, or to speak to a movie attendant, call 450-7340.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on Channel 13, you will have 13 minutes to call in and win a free pay-per-view movie from service like your Cablevision. Tonight's winner, Madeline M. Reese of Freeland. Madeline, if you're watching, give us a call right now at 570-459-9813 to win your free movie.
Modern Smile Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, now accepting new patients. Under the direction of Dr. Anna Hajiva, our services include intraoral video camera exams, digital x-rays, bonding and veneers, whitening, root canals, crowns and bridges, dentures and implant consultations, and non-surgical gum treatment. We're located at 14 West Aspen Street in Hazleton. Call us today at 454-8511.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr.
Well, with all the torrential rains yesterday and miserable conditions, and we don't even want to talk about what tomorrow might look like, tonight might be about as good a night as we could pick to have high school football. It's week number 9, and the Cougars return home after a 3-game road trip that, they'd rather not talk about. Put it in the rearview mirror and see if they can get back on the winning track. Remember, Cougars are 3 up, 0 down at Harmon Geist this year. They'll try to keep that streak going against the East Stroudsburg Cavaliers. Kickoff a little after 7 o'clock tonight, and it's homecoming. So you'll see a lot of nice activities if you're going out to the game. All of the kids sporting their very best, and some nice halftime ceremonies. But back to the game. The Cougars need a win because, as we said, at one time this year, it was looking like, well, maybe. Cougars were even at 3-3, but suddenly have been in a little bit of a funk, and we are now, with 2 games to go, saying this is a needed win. So we'll see what happens tonight. Rest of the schedule, Williamsport, one of the teams the Cougars have a win against. They're at Crestwood. Another team they beat, Tunkhannock, is hosting Dallas. Liberty and Easton is always interesting. Game of the night, well, you actually might have to go down to this one, Coughlin at Berwick. There you go. Crispin Field, hard to believe. The loser here is going to be out, basically, of the district playoffs. Meanwhile, some other games in the Lehigh Valley. You go down there, Parkland and Northampton, Abington Heights, North Pocono, and the Marion Catholic Colts. They're going to be hosting Jim Thorpe tonight. See if the Colts can ride on through to a win. As far as tomorrow afternoon, well, we're hoping we get Saturday afternoon football. Del Val at Scranton Prep and Holy Redeemer at Myers. We'll be watching the weather. It's only October. Oh my, hard to take. Anyhow, Russ Kanzler's talking baseball, and we've been telling you about what he's been up to. And if he can, tomorrow, weather permitting, they're going to get in the very first of these clinics we've been telling you about. Now, it's not too late to register, and even if you can't make this one, these are going to run all the way till basically mid-December. So the next 6 weeks, every Saturday and Sunday. There's the information. If you want to get in touch with Russ Kanzler, the phone number and the email address, and you could hook up and see if you get some Tampa Ray schooling on how to play the game of baseball. And, well, I'll tell you, the game of baseball got a shot in the arm last night. What is it with Game 6s? There's been some memorable ones, but this one is right up there with the best. Not once, but twice, the Texas Rangers were within one strike of claiming their first World Championship, only to be foiled both times. Game 7 tonight will be hard-pressed to match this, but we'll see what happens. And again, the only saving grace, tomorrow is Saturday, so we can all stay up to the wee hours in case it gets interesting. And we'd like to tell you that, as always, we're brought to you by Bottlenecks. Friday brings us to the all-night happy hour. You got half-price appetizers and drink specials from open to close. So check out Bottlenecks, always a fun place to be. And we got 2 announcements for you. First of all, Hazleton Area School District has announced that the sports clinic scheduled for tomorrow morning, that has been postponed due to the weather forecast. So if you had one of the appointments for a sports physical tomorrow, please take note. They're going to reschedule them next weekend. This week, they're off because of the impending weather. And the other one is, well, we want to wish our buddy Ron Marchetti a speedy recovery. We're getting a lot of calls here wanting to know what I did with Ronnie. No, other people have been saying, what happened to Ronnie when the Yankees got eliminated? He ran away and joined the Foreign Legion, and the answer to all of these is no. Ronnie's recuperating from some knee surgery. He's fine. He's going to do well. Matter of fact, he's probably buying tons of new stuff for the Marcadium, so when we get him back here in just a little bit, it's going to be real interesting. Ronnie, as they say, stay loose.
Everyone knows that Bottlenecks is the home of award-winning wings and mouth-watering steaks, but now a new, tasty reason to stop by. New, succulent snow crab legs, steamed, seasoned, and served with lemon and hot melted butter. And seafood fans will love Monday nights for the Crab and Clam Seafood Jam, featuring little neck clams in garlic butter and peel-and-eat Old Bay shrimp. Bottlenecks is open 7 days a week. The kitchen is open till midnight every day. There's always a reason to stop by Bottlenecks. Skin Spa Aesthetics is your home for medical aesthetic services, including Botox, microdermabrasions, laser hair removal, and their newest service, NeoGraft hair transplanting. Founder Dr. Leo Cadia Project has been practicing internal medicine in the Hazleton area for over 25 years and now brings her aesthetic expertise to 2 great locations to serve you. Free consultations are offered on all services, so find the new you at Skin Spa Aesthetics.
We're having fun this week at Treasure Hunt. We have things for this weekend for Halloween, and also it's going to snow. We can bundle up with great savings. We have men's hats just in time for the cold weather, $2.99. Men's hats and scarf sets, only $4.99, and insulated gloves for the men, up to $7.99. And men, zip up this weekend for just $19.99. Men's suede jackets, just $19.99. New arrivals for the girls, only $6.99. Lots of outerwear. And also we have glove and hat sets for boys and girls, just $3.99. Also a new arrival for the men. We have these hoodies, they're just $8.99. Stop by Treasure Hunt this weekend. It's going to be a cold one. Bundle up with savings here at Treasure Hunt. We'll see you next week.
All those kids look so cute in their costumes, and News 13 will have a few more schools that will be having their Halloween parades on Monday, so we will bring you them as well. Great job, kids, and great job to the parents, too. That will do it for us tonight. Thanks for making us a part of your day. If you want to catch this newscast again, just tune into a rebroadcast throughout tonight and into the morning. And don't forget, we're always online at ssptv.com. It's the place you can log on to see more of those parades, to see them over again. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe and have a great night and a good weekend. And be safe out there with that upcoming snowstorm. Thanks so much.